Hello, everybody. My name is Cameron Sensei. Let's be happy, read together, most importantly, be happy. Today, we are reading a story, The North Wind and the Sun. 北風と太陽を読みます。The north wind and the sun had a quarrel about which of them was the stronger. While they were disputing with much heat and bluster, a traveler passed along the road wrapped in a cloak. "Let us agree," said the sun, "that he is the stronger. Who can strip that traveler of his cloak?" "Very well," growled the north wind, and at once sent a cold, howling blast against the traveler. With the first gust of wind, the ends of the cloak whipped around the traveler's body. But he immediately wrapped it closely around him, and the harder the wind blew, the tighter he held it to him. The wind tore angrily at the cloak, but all his efforts were in vain. Then the sun began to shine. At first, his beams were gentle, and in the pleasant warmth after the bitter cold of the north wind, the traveler unfastened his cloak and let it hang loosely from his shoulders. The sun's rays grew warmer and warmer. The man took off his cap and mopped his brow. At last he became so heated, he pulled off his cloak and, to escape the blazing sunshine, threw himself down in the welcome shade of a tree by the roadside. Thus concludes the story of the north wind and the sunshine.
Be happy! Let's learn together. Let's be happy! Hi, I'm Shara. 今日は3匹の子豚です。じゃあ始めましょうか。The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time, there was an old sow with 3 little pigs, and as she had not enough to keep them, she sent them out to seek their fortune. The first that went off met a man with a bundle of straw and said to him, "Please, man, give me the straw to build me a house," which the man did, and the little pig built a house with it. Presently came along the wolf and knocked at the door and said, little pig, let me come in." To which the pig answered, "No, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he blew his house in and he ate up the little pig. The second pig met a man with a bundle of fur and said, "Please, man, give me that fur to build a house," which the man did, and the pig built his house. Then along came the wolf and said, little pig, let me come in." "No, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Then I'll puff and I'll huff and I'll blow your house in." So he huffed and he puffed and he puffed and he huffed, and at last he blew the house down and ate up the second pig. The third little pig met a man with a load of bricks and said, "Please, man, give me those bricks to build a house with." So the man gave him the bricks and he built the house with them. So the wolf came, as he did to the other little pigs, and said, little pig, let me come in." "No, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." Well, he huffed and he puffed and he huffed And he puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed. But he could not get that house down. When he found that he could not, with all his huffing and puffing, blow the house down, he said, little pig, I know where there is a nice field of turnips. Where? Said the little pig. Oh, in Mr. Smith's home field. And if you will be ready tomorrow morning, I will call for you. And we will go together and get some for dinner. Very well, said the little pig. I will be ready. What time do you mean to go? Oh, 6 o'clock. Well, the little pig got up at 5 and got the turnips and was home before 6. When the wolf came, he said, little pig, are you ready? Ready, said the little pig. I have been and come back home again, and I got a nice potful for dinner. The wolf felt very angry at this, but thought that he could be up to the little pig somehow or another. So he said, little pig, I know where there's a nice apple tree. Where? Said the pig. Down at Merry Garden, replied the wolf. And if you will not deceive me, I will come for you at 5 o'clock tomorrow, and we will go together and get some apples. Well, the little pig woke up at 4 the next morning and bustled up and went off for the apples, hoping to get back before the wolf came, but he had farther to go and had to climb a tree. So that just as he was coming down from it, he saw the wolf coming, which, as you may suppose, frightened him very much. When the wolf came up to him, he said, little pig, what? Are you here before me? Are they nice apples? Yes, very, said the little pig. I will throw you one down. And he threw it so far. While the wolf was gone to pick it up, the little pig jumped down and ran home. The next day, the wolf came back again and said to the little pig, little pig, there is a fair in town this afternoon. Will you go? Oh, yes, said the pig. I will go. What time shall you be ready? At 3, said the wolf. So the little pig went off before the time as usual and got to the fair and brought a butter churn and was on his way home with it when he saw the wolf coming. Then he could not tell what to do, so he got into the churn to hide, and in doing so, turned it round and round, and it began to roll. And it rolled down a hill with the pig inside it, which frightened the wolf so much that he ran home without going to the fair. He went to the little pig's house and told him how frightened he had been at the great round thing which had come down the hill past him. Then the little pig said, Ha! I frightened you, did I? I had been to the fair and brought a butter churn, and when I saw you got into it and rolled down the hill. Then the wolf was very angry indeed and declared he would eat up that little pig and that he would get down the chimney after him. When the little pig saw what he was about, he hung a pot full of water and made up a blazing fire. And just as the wolf was coming down, took off the cover of the pot, and in fell the wolf. And the little pig put the cover back on the pot and boiled him up and ate him for supper and lived happily ever after. The end. Hi, I'm Shara with IB English. Let's be happy. Let's read together and let's be happy. Let's start. 今日は金のオノ、銀のオノ。Is that right? Let's start. The golden axe. Once upon a time, there was a man cutting woods by the river. One day, he dropped his axe into the river. Oh no! He cried. He didn't know what to do. Because without an axe, he cannot make money. And then the god Hermes came from the water and showed him a shiny golden axe. "Is this your axe?" asked Hermes. The man answered, "No, it's not. Mine is not that fine." Then Hermes showed him a silver axe and asked, "Or is this the one?" "No, mine is not that beautiful either." "Then is this the one?" The third one Hermes had shown was dirty and worn out. "Yes, that's the one. I'm so glad you found it for me," he said. "You are an honest man." Hermes was so impressed by the man's honesty that he gave him both the golden axe and the silver axe as well. When the man returned home and told his friend about it, his friend got so jealous. He said to himself, "I want a golden axe too," and went straight to the river with his own dirty axe. There, he threw his axe into the water and faked his crying. Once again, the god Hermes came from the water, showed him a shiny golden axe. "Is this your axe?" asked Hermes. He answered, "Oh yes, that golden axe is mine. I dropped it into the water." Hermes shot a resentful look at the man and shouted, "What a greedy liar you are!" Hermes dove back into the water. The man who was a greedy liar not only lost his axe, but he had to keep crying by the water. What's the moral of the story? If you are greedy and a liar, you will lose all that you have. That's it for now. Thank you very much. See you next time. And remember, be happy! Bye bye!
最後までご視聴いただきありがとうございます。面白かったらチャンネル登録とグッドボタンをよろしくお願いします。次回もお楽しみに。Be happy!